Hey everyone, Runecloak here, and today I'm playing a Handbuff deck. Now I love Handbuff as an archetype. There's a lot of different versions of it as well. I do have rent-free versions, but I like this one. This is kind of more of a middle-of-the-pack one. I've got Simlas with Bountiful Harvests, which is kind of just a great tempo play. It's good thinning. And also, it works well in this deck because we've got ways to draw your key Handbuff targets with One-Eyed Betsy recently reworked and buffed to draw these bonded boys, these watchers. And then we also have a Triss in this deck to draw Sheldon. So what that means is that your Handbuff targets will be on the far right of your hand, which just makes Bountiful Harvest a bit better. And that's one of the reasons to play this deck this season, is because of this Betsy rework. I've been playing around with Handbuff a bunch. I like this version. It's got good thinning with the double tutor and the Simlas Bountiful Harvest. We also have, like I said, these Betsy and this Triss where you can shuffle away the harvest because they're bricks. And again, draw your key cards, which you always be playing across different games. So even if you don't, thin super well beyond that, right? This deck thins to 5. We're still guaranteeing that we're drawing our most important cards. Plus Torque, who's always in hand, so our win cons are pretty much always available to us. We have a Heatwave in this deck for some just solid control. This deck also plays some poisons, and you get some good harmony value from these rangers as well. And I was just trying to find Harmony can suffer from being outgreeded, so having these extra poisons to remove these threats from your opponent's side of the board. It's across a couple turns, but it should be enough. Heatwave's great against those scenarios as well. It's just a target that you don't want to fight, like a Helga, potentially, as additionally. And let's see, we also have Farseers. Farseers plus Dana Maeve are fantastic. So like I said, we got 2 ways to tutor Dana in round 1. Or just drawing her yourself, if you're that talented. You don't really ever want to Triss for Dana. It's just a little bit slow, and you'd rather Triss for a Sheldon to get that on hand. But Dana's fantastic, and we have ways to boost, all these cards in your deck. She doesn't, all the cards in your hand. She doesn't boost Torque, which is where the Farseers come in. So you kind of want to hold off on that. Like, let's say you have Watchers in hand. You don't really want to be playing Elves while you have Dana on the board. So it's also why I have a Pellar instead of like a Rawhead Sapper, because you want to keep the elf target boosting, so she's boosting those Watchers of the Valley. But once she gets answered, then it's kind of free reign to like play your Simlas Harvest or play your Farseers and boost Torque by a bunch, because let's say she's probably boosted all the other cards in your hand, and if she's missed any like these neutral cards like a Triss or like a Pellar, you can use your leader to shore that up, and then Farseers again. Farseers are also great in future rounds. You boost the other cards in your hand and you draw something that's unboosted. Farseers help you out. And then we have Mock-Up Defenders, just a pretty good, cheap kind of Handbuff payoff. You can also play like Elven Ward Answers to do some extra damage, which can be good. Bountiful Harvest gets some damage rolls as well, so you could, between the two of that could set some stuff up. But like I said, you don't really playing too many elves. And these defenders are just pretty nice. They're very likely to get boosted from one of your Handbuff sources, and then they're just kind of 1 point a turn. Not bad. And again, we have Pellar. Pellar's good, can be good proactively against like a poison or a lock. And one of Pellar's main jobs is to protect Dana, because she's often going to get locked or poisoned or bountied or whatever. And like I said, you don't want to have an elf purify, so Pellar's there for you. And you can tutor him too with Royal Decree if you don't draw him on your own. Also, Pellar's good offensively, of course, if your opponent has like a defender or resilience. Pellar's there for you once again. And that can be good to get through like a defender, because we do have some control with like the poisons and the Heatwave. And that's the main idea of the deck, between the couple Harmony units and just the massive points you put in your hand and then dish out, and then like Simlas Bountiful Harvest. You have some good points in round 1, which I like in a Harmony deck. And because ideally you want to win round 1 by getting some carryover, push fairly deep into round 2 if you don't need Last Say. Also, that's one of the considerations, is find out the matchups where you need to keep Last Say for your big finishers. Otherwise, shorter rounds are kind of your friend with these just big point slam type cards. And being able to bleed out your opponent's kind of win cons or long round cards as well can be decent. So that's pretty much the deck. Let's get into some games. Alright. Alright, Enslave. Too unexpected. Hammer Red Coin, which is pretty nice. Good way to just get some carryover. So you have access to Dana. Can draw the other Watcher right away. Is Farseer's nice here? Especially because they probably don't let me just keep Dana on the board here. Let's see, what am I shuffling though? I'm trying these poisons for round 1, but the poisons are pretty good against like a Taurus. So this is Dana. I switched this out for a Watcher. Oh, well, there's Dana. I could actually just shuffle this away. Or maybe I'm just shuffling the poisons. Nice, I'm shuffling a Farseer and a poison. So let's just open this. I already have one Watcher in hand. Also, let's see, let's do it like this. I'm gonna bring back the poisons and one poison, one Farseer. Although, this could be a second poison potentially, or if you can just give me Simlas. Gotta be careful with Simlas though against like getting spying. I'm gonna go a little slow here. Maybe have Simlas for like some tempo.
I forgive you. This time.
How can I help?
We'll boost like these 4 and then play Dana. So at least they can't just ping and steal. Doesn't really do much for them anyway, but it's just a way to get rid of her. And this way I can also put her between these units to play around Assassination a little bit. I mean, it doesn't entirely work with the ping already on there. Second Fire Scorpion. Well, so it's no point boosting this since I do it twice. So she'll only get 1 turn. Dunka's a card. I think they're going to try to steal Dunka. It's just far too easy for them to answer it. Maybe I go Simlas like. So my card's getting answered by tourney jousts. I think we just play it out. It's just trading so poorly. We might just like play Dunka and then just pass. Might be an option. So if Dunka gets scored, it's pretty bad at Farseer. Okay. So I'm just thinking to pass. What? Okay, well I got leader from a card I was just trying to pass with. I mean, they're gonna get carryover instead. But being on red coin, I can just play like this. Okay, that's a little crazy. Now I'm feeling more inclined to play Dana actually, although they can just still have ways to answer very cheaply. So I think I do just pass. I lose the round and then I can play Dana. I don't have last say, but they really only have like 1 tall punish. Again, that 1 Dunker roll on the Torque is pretty bad. It's a 1 in 6 chance. I'm just not playing double Fire Scorpion here. Happy Heatwave. That should be my answer to Helga. Drawing Simlas. Purify. It's not really doing much. Okay. I don't want to break the Simlas, especially I got rid of my shuffles, or I used them, so I think we'll just leave it like that. We don't have Heatwave, unfortunately. I also should like leader Farseer first. No, I can't play Farseer Let's go Dana first. I think the Farseer is right for this round, but... Oh, that's why they used their leader. Let's go Dana. Let's see how much they're trying to bleed me here. So I can't really play this Farseer. But if they pass on the earlier side, then it's just fine. See, I can decree for like this Hawker support. Or I save it for the other poison. But only if they give me a poison target, I guess. I like to play Simlas after they answer Dana. All Siri. So that's my second attack here. Would I have an answer for False Siri? See, I don't really. Maybe a self Heatwave. Well, there's a poison target, so let's get that going.
The wilds shall reclaim your fields.
I'm getting ahead because of this False Siri as well. Beautiful. Dana's surviving. So I can just run out the poisons and I can play this Defender, which stops boosting the Sheldon, which is a little bit of a shame. This Torque, it's so sad. Simlas is a good reach card in this round. It is nice the Torque's on the left for better Bountiful Harvests. Good, they don't have any Purifies. Also, if they're playing Taurus, they only have second form Taurus now, which is pretty much worse. Especially in this matchup where they could have gotten my poisons. As the rest of my deck isn't that good, but the poisons would have been annoying. Or Farseer, especially with Anna. Farseer could have been pretty rough.
What is truth if not an illusion? Let's see. If they have an assassination, they can kill Dana, I think. No, not if I do... I don't want to play this Dryad Ranger. So I do have some Harmony stuff that can happen. But this is kind of worse in round 3. Let's just do one of these. I also want to play around the assassination a little bit.
Your next move shall be your last.
So that's fine. We get more 30 points here. I'm gonna go for a coup. Alright. And then are they gonna try to see if they can steal another poison? Oh, I guess so.
That is all I need.
Alright, so now across the 2 turns I'm losing 15 points. Well, from here I'm losing like 14 points, really. It's okay, I can just play this. Still gets me ahead. And they played their coup for Simlas, but getting spying on that is still very bad. So I'm still ahead here. There's Taurus. Oh, they're gonna bounce the spying. That works. Alright, well now I don't care about playing elves, so that's kind of fine. Okay, and now, yeah, now I'm losing 15 from here. So I need a lot of points, so Simlas is good for that.
Only one with no sense would trust the word of a swine.
So can't damage Siri. Let's take the Varhead here and see the Scorpion. And let's see. Well, I guess we'll just go for this random damage. This plays for 5 up front, boost Sheldon. This plays for 6 though, boost Torque, so that's just better. Boost the Sheldon anyway. So again, 15 points, we're fine. Sheldon can deal 8 damage. I could just play the Farseer. It's like they're boosting the remaining cards. Let's see, I do want to play around Stefan. But if they have any ways to give spying. So they full leader. Not the full leader yet. Okay, Terra Nova. What do they even have to spy? Nothing? A brick Terra Nova? Okay. But he is... He just answer one of these assimilating engines before they play Stefan. So it's like Stefan, Vilgefortz, War Council maybe? Let's do 1 leader to play around Stefan.
Who watches the watcher?
Survives too, although if they hit this, I mean, it just no longer boosts. But if I get the stuff, then I should be able, I think I still survive. Okay.
Revolution is inevitable, merely a matter of time.
Okay, they don't go for ruining my defender. I'm just doing the lower kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm down 22. I need 23 points. I need, this cancels out here, I get 2 here, so I need 21 points. This is 18. 7 damage. I can kill Taurus, seems good.
You underestimate the strength of Dolblathana, Dwan.
I don't think I need a leader. First, I mean right now I don't need a leader at least. And then they pass, and just play Farseer. They likely have a Vilgefortz, but they could keep Lasse for like my Torque or Sheldon right now if they just pass. Stefan's gone. I mean, they're really trying to just 2-0 here, I think. Yeah, there's the Vilgefortz. Let's see what they pull out. I do have some low power units in deck. That one's okay. It's just Harmony. So now I need 20 points. Again, these cancel out. So this plays for 24. I don't think they have double tall punish. So let's get ahead with Sheldon. I don't think I can really play around Treason. I can kill the Terra Nova here. Just hit the stuff. Or hit the Vilgefortz. Let's get the one thing of Harmony here. Cool. So I get Lasse. Torque is kind of small. But I even got to keep the Farseer, which is just good because it was a brick. I mean, it still played for 9. It's boosted. Heatwave's pretty nice. This is decent. I mean, these are both pretty good. It's just the sequencing's a little bad, so I'd rather mulligan one of these. This is kind of fine. Although I have to, I actually have to full leader. So this is only playing for like 10. Do you think Heatwave isn't doing much? And they might have like a sergeant that's like a 10. This is kind of just a 6. I mean, it's like a 9, really. So maybe this isn't the worst card. Kind of. I guess I just leave it. So we'll do. Let's open at the Farseer.
Let us see victory for you.
Yeah, that's fine. A double leader. Okay. There's Hawker support next, then the defender. Pretty good.
Suffering in noble
There's their coup.
will be a count once I'm done with
I
you.
could also take the Heatwave here, but I don't think I need to. And they played their Velgaforts too. Let's see, they had one more card in hand. They leadered when they had 4 cards, so I thought that I assumed they were all units at the time.
Not afraid. You should be.
Yeah, there's a sergeant, a buffed sergeant nonetheless. So Heatwave that. And then I have a torque finisher. Beautiful. Yeah, that's going well. Pretty close. Alright, GG. Always fun to beat Nilfgaard Enslave. Nice. Back on beat. Alright. Now I got the 8-bit music here. Let's go again. Alright. Okay, Hall of Harmonies. This is a greedy, very engine-heavy deck. So I do have a Heatwave for scenario. So I just need to be able to outpoint them, really. I can mulligan one of these for Betsy. To have access to Dana here. It's okay to play a low tempo card in a round like this. Maybe this poison, half the poison's not doing anything. Okay. So... Alright, so it looks like they're playing Saskia. So with Simlas into double bomber, we're fine. So we have one watcher on hand. Let's just go Betsy. Back to Harvest. Now we can play Simlas this round. I'd like to win the round if I can. So I might just well go Simlas. I don't think I'm gonna get double bomber, so if they go Saskia, I'm not really inclined to take it. I got the watchers on both ends, which is pretty good for Simlas Harvest in this round. I will also need to draw the Heatwave. Alright, there's Saskia. Looks like they're playing a movement kind of package here. We'll just have to see if they have other stuff besides this matron. But let's see. Dunka could mess things up, so maybe we'll go double leader Farseer. Kind of a classic play. That's pretty fine. Yeah, I think it's worth doing this.
This moment, I've seen it already.
Boost to Hawker support, this is fine. Alright, so we have one leader left, which can be good. Boost up this defender if we draw into it, or protect Dana a little more. See what kind of control they might have. I don't think they have a lot of control with their quirks and stuff. They're playing sentries too for 5 provisions. So a lot of engines. Let's get my active engine on the board. Let's play back row against Catwitcher. I'm a little bit impatient. And they just jam engines. Okay, double matron, so I might just actually pass here. Man. Let's see, I have like a 5 and an 11 here. I mean, I do have some tempo with Simlas, but I'd rather just kind of save it. If I can draw Heatwave, I should be okay. So we're getting 4 points a turn, passively. So I need 21. I mean, I actually have it with these two. So let's play Dunka. And then if they pass, I can actually just get ahead with this. Especially now. They're not going to pass, though. But they played a Catwitcher, which is actually... I don't have a lot of control. Now they're just getting too many points. So now I pass. Well... I need 23, I need 24, 25, 29, 30. I need 30 points into... This isn't exactly... I mean, I get 2 points here.
What? Sorry, nodded off. What? Sorry, nodded off.
No more. Well, though, no, I play a card, they pass, then I play another card, this pops out, so alright. So we just have to pass here. We do get a lucky torque hit there, Dunka. But they don't get a fin anymore. And a lot of their engines are gone. They did get the Saskia. So it's alright, as far as things go. Just any extra cards fine. Give me Sheldon. I really just need a mulligan for Heatwave. I think I want to keep the Pellar though. I don't have another poison. We do have this to shuffle it away if we brick. We get the Dana. Okay, they just go for a dry pass, so... I'd rather just play the Dana, honestly. And then just... I should get 3 turns on it. Yeah, I think it's just better doing this. Draw the Sheldon here. Shuffle the Pellar. Oh, it does mess up the humans, but I think it's kind of fine. It's a lot of carryover. Okay, so I need to mulligan the actual brick. Oh, I need a Heatwave. Please. Oh wow, and then missing Heatwave and like all our poisons. So if we mulligan this and get a Heatwave, then this is just bad. Right now this boosts pretty well against this defender. I can decree the Pellar. Let's see, I mean I kind of have to take the Heatwave, right? Especially with Crixus. I don't think I can. I mean, I can't guarantee the Heatwave either. And enough. Alright, I just leave it. So we'll open Farseer. Boost this by 7. I can hold off on this. So I have Decree for a Pellar, unless I just want to go for like a Harmony unit. There's their scenario. Missing Heatwave's huge. So I probably want to try to use this as an answer. So okay, go Defender here. Defender. Mahawk of Defender. I'm gonna go Simlas fairly soon though, because I don't want to get boosted by these Hawker supports. Crixus right away. Oh, they're greedy. Okay, so that's gonna boost up to 7. No, 8. So I can only boost Sheldon once. I Looks like they have unicorns by the way they're playing this. They also just don't think I have any control, which is not exactly true. No, it's not true. Okay, so I can do 5 damage here. So I can't answer anything. I'm gonna go for Simlas, see if I can find some kind of answer.
Only one with no sense would trust the word of a
Go Bowman. And then we'll go Archer. So we boost Sheldon up to 13, so now we can do 7 damage. We can't set up any damage on that anyway.
You're dead already.
So let's see, so if we hit this twice, it gets procced once to 7. Unless they play unicorns, and then I'm just kind of doomed anyway. And then we play this front row, and hit this down so it can't click it.
They can hide. There's no escape.
I think that seems reasonable. So we should be able to kill this with Sheldon next turn. I can use a leader charge too. Oh right, the other Dana. That one hurts. Okay, then they get an Entherion, and that is very much a high roll. And if they're playing the bird, then... Oh, and then Dana boosts this too. How greedy. Yeah, I got 1 thing on the Saskia. Rebuke. Rebuke doesn't play anything. But I'm down by a lot of points. I have half a poison. They also got an engine and points there. Sheldon. I mean, maybe let's see if I high roll this, right? So we don't high roll in the torque. So Sheldon can do 8 damage. We can't kill this just yet. They're really going crazy. They likely have poison still. They haven't shown any. But if I go front row on this to hit Crixus down, and then they have poisons. Maybe we'll just go for a big Sheldon finisher and just play this early from the earlier side. I'm actually getting full bleeding value here. Oh, you chameleon. So I kind of just want to kill that. So I can't kill that right away. Unless I use Sheldon on it. But now, I mean, if they click it, I mean, they have so much harmony. I think it's probably just worth it to hit it. I don't think they're playing unicorns. So there's a couple of the other Watcher lives.
Aye, soon as I finish my pint.
They had to decree for that too. Or, yeah, Call of the Forest, same idea. Okay, they have another one. Okay, so it's honestly just kind of worth it to kill that.
Step forward and let us settle this.
Although, because they have like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 harmonies, so each time they click it, it's worth 4 points. So I'm losing 3 points if I play this now. But each time they click, it's worth 4, so I think it's just worth it to kill it.
We are the eyes of Dawn.
We're catching up. This is a pretty bad card though. If this was our Heatwave, I'd be fine. Well, more fine.
I spend more time than I do it.
Jeez. The amount of points each unit just gets is insane. So, I'd rather get Human Harmony. I mean, they still could have poison.
If my coin's ranked, go kiss
And then,
a
yeah,
dog,
this at least 3 points here. We still have tons of cards. So they're playing the Lake Guardian kind of early. It's actually not as big as I thought it would be. So 3. Again, they could still have poisons. So now it doesn't really matter. Hard to even do the math on what a Heatwave on this would have been worth, rather than like, what is this, a 7? Okay, they have a Heatwave. Jeez, that's their control. They don't seem to play poisons. My torque is big, but I don't think it's enough.
One arrow.
That's
That's all
it.
I need.
What do we want to hit here? For the fun of it. We can pretend I have Igni. That's a fun thing. I mean, they know I have Torque in hand, but it's a fun thing to masquerade. Because it would be... And then they still have poisons. Oh, it's the last 2 cards are poisons. Right. So I should have... Okay. So this is a 7. Pellar would have... Okay, they just passed. But they probably had a poison. Alright, so I lose by about 30. Which is, like, understandable in the way that worked. Alright, let's go again. Pretty rough matchup. Missing Heatwave, too, is just very bad. Probably should have taken an extra mulligan. I didn't believe. Yeah. Okay. So it's overwhelming here. Let's see what kind of version this is. Deathwish. I'm on red coin again. Pretty decent. Earn of Shadows. It's just like kind of typical. I have a Dana. Don't have my hand buff targets though. This can get me Sheldon. Probably would do. I want double Farseer. Watcher's good. But, I'm not sure what I would use this Call of the Forest for. Except for another poison. Let's see. I like having access to... Well, double poisons isn't really doing much against this kind of deck. So we'll go for Betsy. Yeah, I don't know what's going to drop Betsy. So, let's see. What am I shuffling? I think I just go Dana right away. She gets answered, she gets answered. And then I can start setting up her targets to buff after this. So this is a Succubus version too. So very greedy. So let's go for Dana. Could have Heatwave that, I guess. But I think I saved this for like, if they greed the Arrakis Queen of the Detlef. Oh, they play Heatwave, okay. Doesn't consume there. They got both Succubus out, so they have one more. I could Heatwave the 3rd Succubus, actually. So let's see, now it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna play like this Defender and like Dunka and Pass or something. I could also play this Farseer now. Or I could go, yeah, like Betsy, Triss, and Pass. We'll shuffle this. Also shuffle Call of the Forest. Let's do this first, so then if I get actually use this for Simlas. Not sure I'm shuffling for Betsy here. As far as here's a candidate. I think I just want to play this and ideally play this in Pass. So draw that, and then Heatwave is a card I want. Call of the Forest is a card I want. I think I could back this Farseer. can always call into it if I need to. If they just pass here, I just go Simlas and see if that's enough. Maybe go Dunk after or before. It's probably not enough. Simlas, Bronze Elves aren't that good. So I'll probably go Dunka first and then Simlas. Let's get some carryover. Yeah, winning the round down a card's pretty sweet. It's pretty well worth it. Okay. So let's see if I can do it differently. So I need, 22 points. So this is Farseer. It's 7. And this would be like 8. It's 15. It's not quite enough. So let's play the Dunka. Also Heatwave. Let's see, leader. But I think the Heatwave on their Succubus should be pretty good. Especially because they just played 2. So I'd rather just go Simlas here. So I think I go Dunka first. I might need an extra point on Dunka. Let's do the Simlas.
Feign not ignorant. Remember to
Okay, I can play roping here. Alright, let's see what the second one is. Oh, Watcher. Okay. So now we need 11. We can take the Heatwave. So we didn't mess up the Farseer. I have 1 point here. I'm always playing a second card. So now I need 10. So double leader on Dunk is enough. Probably better than Heatwave. They didn't play Dig on either. I want to save this for Farseer. Could have saved a leader charge if I didn't rope. But we got some good carryover. We have Last Say. I can't really bleed. It's kind of fine. Pellar's not doing much. Farseer is great. Double Farseer is pretty good as well. Put back to Pellar. Half a poison. Poisons aren't too good in this matchup. Release Harmony, so I'm just gonna play this.
This moment, I've seen it already.
Of course, a card I might mulligan otherwise. Alright. See, now I'll pass. So I'm not bleeding 3 cards down. Then, well, let's go for these Hawker supports. Dig on sound Deathwish unit. It's kind of a weird card to play. I guess their hand's just really good. So we'll just pass. Again, I want to keep Last Say. It's not like I have an Igni for the K round, but should be alright here. And then they just set up a Toad. So they have second form Dig on. Play double Toad here. So we both have some carryover. Decent. So I have a complete poison. This is just a pretty good engine over the course of this game. I mean, at the very least, these are... might force a consume on a non-consume target. This is kind of like a 12 if I play it late enough. Go for more poisons potentially, but I mean these are all pretty good. I think having an engine's fine. I think that there's at least harmony units. Let's see, the Succubus is like, So, I could Arrakis Queen the Succubus too, but if I Heatwave this now, then they don't have an Arrakis Queen target early, they can't really play anything, they can't really consume anything. I mean, they should have other bronze consumes, I guess. Succubus is like 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 5 turns of the Succubus. Or kind of 3 consumes off the Deathwish, so maybe Heatwave the Succubus is still better. So let's do... So I want to Farseer now. So I think we'll do it like this. See, if they greed the Arrakis Queen, I can Heatwave that. Oh, they do. They think I would have just Heatwaved it. So now this seems worth Heatwaving. It's like 16 to start, plus another 2 Deathwifes. Yes, that's better than Heatwaving the Succubus at this point. Heatwave that. Probably the best poison on the Toad there. You don't want to force them to make bad plays. As much as I can. I don't have to boost the torque too much. Okay, yeah, they'd have to consume nothing. So this is a decent card to poison. This is like 1 point a turn. But this makes them have to consume this, which is pretty nice.
1 arrow. That is all I need.
So this messes up the Harpy value, because either they play the second Harpy on this, I guess they could get the bonded and then use the leader charge there, but then they're just consuming like, nothing. Oh, they have a Pellar.
Fighting spirit what needs you to flee this world ever free.
Poisons. Alright, well... Let's see if I can get them to do it again.
Leave while you still stand.
I think that's still worth it. They don't have a second Pellar. And again, either they're playing a Harpy on a non-unit. Yeah, they just do it. So do they consume this? They do, so they don't get the bonded, so I messed them up, so that's worth it in my eyes. Now we'll just play this Defender, gets ahead. Now they can play Succubus, they have a second Toad, plenty of consumes. So now we'll go Watchers. I could bleed this, keep trying to make it look like I want them to go tall. This Cancer is 6. There's the Succubus.
I'm just a sexy little that machine called life. I don't have a dirty mind.
I'll go Watcher.
Step forward and let us settle this.
A Harpy. Get the full bleed value. If they like answer this like they should have like might have Heatwave Erendite. Okay, just Abaya. So I bricked their Abaya. And Abaya should still be worth at least 6 points, so I would just answer him. Play like an Igni.
We are the eyes of Dawn.
Okay, we pull ahead. Pocket support's slow for sure, but it plays for good value. Okay. Yeah, I really limited their consumes. They have too many. small torque. Yeah, they're just using it. I mean, just getting some bleeding value.
It's not that I like this boy. It's you who's always sexy.
Get that torque value there. We pull ahead one more time. So it's these 2 cards versus their 2 cards. Sheldon's 21. So we have Karen. It's really just like a 6-point consume, yeah. We'll eat the tall units. We don't go too tall. I could have an Igni, I guess. So we'll play the torque. Yeah, we pull ahead. They have 1 consume here, and then this card, which might be like a Heatwave. I think I lose to a Heatwave. So it's not a consume. I think it's Erendite. It is Oh, it's a huge Erendite, so it's worse than a Heatwave. Oh my god, I think I win by 1. I think I went by a little more than 1, actually. Yeah, I went by 6. Harmony, damage. Ha! Nice! GG. So they still have, like, Dagon and, like, a Heatwave in deck. Alright, cool. And we're back. Yeah, it's been a lot of flip-flopping this season. Hey, on peak. Alright, some good games there. I like this deck a lot. I think, you know, Betsy is a bit of a slow play, but it's at least 7 tempo, and you'll use your order, but I like it with the Watchers. Watchers are one of my favorite cards, and the minute I saw the Betsy rework, I was like, Watchers it is. And I like this version of, I played a lot of different Handbuff versions, Handbuff decks this season. I like this one, the Heatwave's nice, it's good thinning with the Simlas. I do have like a Saskia version too, but that's super awkward. Dana works great, and yeah, I felt good about those games. I hope you enjoyed the deck and the video. Please like it if you did, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and happy Gwenting.